Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Welcome. You might want to have a block or two nearby. If you don't have a block, you can use a thick book or something like that for to place underneath the lower back later on. Morning. Okay, once again, if you have blocks, please have them nearby. Or something else that about that same shape. Okay, for those who came in, just came in, gather your blocks, please. You're gonna need your blocks, blocks, and whatever else you like, but blocks would be helpful. Okay. Okay, I think we can start now. Hi, everyone, welcome. So today, our sequence is gonna be focused on balancing, but not the external physical balance. We're gonna be, our main focus will be on balancing the the energies inside the body, or just balance whatever you want to balance inside of you. So keep that in mind. We will take the body through a range of asymmetrical positions. We'll balance them out a little bit with some symmetrical position, both standing and seated and lying down. And as always, remember that taking a break whenever you need a break is a good thing. Practice to according to how you feel. Maybe if you need to do like a few repetitions or stay in a pose for a little bit shorter time, that's perfectly okay. All right. And remember your breath. We're starting in the crocodile position, please. If possible, lie down on your belly, stack your forearms. Like this. Take your feet apart. If this is really uncomfortable for you, you can lie down on your back in your Shavasana, just flat on your back. This is also a good pose to start going inward. So wherever you are, close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your inner world and relax. Relax your body. Relax your breath. If you are ready, start gently deepening your breath. Start deepening your inhalation through the nose. Slow it down. And then match your exhalation to the inhalation. And sometimes bringing a count to your breath helps to elongate and slow down the breath, so you can take a few 5-second breaths if you wish, 5-second inhalation and then 5-second exhalation. But it's also a little bit of a distraction when you have to count. Let's take 1 or 2 more slow deep breaths here, wherever you are. And now, if you're in crocodile on your belly, come up and then push back into child's pose. Bringing the buttocks down to the heels as low as you can, arms extend over the head. And if you are in Shavasana, pull the knees into the chest. Still staying inward. Okay, good. All right, let's start moving and warming up. Come up to standing, but carefully, do not jump up. Just carefully, mindfully, bring yourself up into a standing position. All right, let's take a moment in the mountain pose. So strong body, abdominals in, glutes engaged, chest open, shoulders down. Head is balanced. Your chin is neutral. Your mountain pose. Okay. Now let's take the feet apart, any comfortable distance apart, and start moving. There's really not very many rules here. Just start moving your body, lower body and upper body. And cross the arms. Also adding the leg movement. Let your whole body participate in this. Okay, let's take the feet to about shoulder distance apart, and then like let your upper body twist to the sides, Let your arms swing around like empty sleeves and lift the opposite heel. When you're twisting to one side, lift the opposite heel. That will protect the knee. Okay. And now let's take the feet wider apart for some side lunges. Warming up the legs, the groin. Do it at your own pace. This is your warm-up. So whatever works for you here, slowing down for a more mindful movement, or maybe you feel like speeding it up a little bit this morning, which is also fine. Good, and now just a couple of small squats here in the center. Okay, good. Now come up, keep the feet out wide. Release the arms. Inhale, bring the arms up, and then exhale, release the right arm down, side bend to the right. Check in with your breathing here. Next inhalation, both arms come up, and exhale the other side. Breathing into the right side, just now. Good. And on the inhalation, come up, reach the fingertips up, shoulders down, abdominals in. Feel the strength of your body. No matter where you are, there's strength there. Sometimes we just need to dig a little bit to find it. And then on the exhalation, roll the arms down. Now take your feet closer together and shake them off. Move the shoulders a little bit just to open up the chest, open up the shoulders and the upper back. Any free movement that feels good, just move. This is a good one. Let's do this one for the shoulders. So stand, find a comfortable and stable stance. Extend the arms out to the sides. Reach the fingertips out and then rotate your palms. So aiding in the range of motion in the shoulders. Okay, good. And release, shake off. Shake off the arms from the shoulder. Okay, let's come to the front of the mat now. We'll start with our standing poses. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. The torso is about parallel to the ground, up close, right? Exhale, fold. And now take your left foot back for lunge and bring the left knee down. So here you can support your fingertips on the blocks, if you have blocks, or on the floor. Let's untuck the left toes. Press the hips down. Do not slump over the front knee. Try to keep your back extended. Abdominals lightly in. Shoulders down. Okay, let's come up, bring the hands on the right thigh, still pressing the hips down. And here you have a choice. You can tuck the left toes and lift the left knee. If you want a little bit more strength here, you can lift the left knee. You can also lift the arms or stay in any variation of the lunge that came before. And then bring the fingertips down. Okay, let's place the left foot for warrior one. So both legs are straight for now. Okay, and now bend that right knee and pressing into the right foot, come up. And then you can choose either lifting the arms up or opening the arms, maybe even clasping the hands in the back, all in the effort of creating space and freedom in the upper body. So think which arm positioning will add to the pose in terms of freedom and space and the freedom of the breath. Okay, good. Release the arms down. Let's straighten the front knee just for a moment. We're still not quite done here. Okay, and now rebend that right knee, possibly stacking the knee right above the ankle, but not letting it go ahead of the ankle. Okay? Now, bring both arms forward like this. The hands are closer together, right? And then like you have a bow in your arms, you like an archer. Actually, this is the archer pose. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Actually, 4 breaths. Good, and then release the arms and step your left foot forward. And then exhale into the forward fold. Completely relax your upper body. Let your upper body hang from the hip joints. Relax the shoulders, the arms. Good. And then keep the fingertips on the floor or on the blocks. Bend the knees as much as you need to. And then we're going to take the right foot back, coming into lunge, and then dropping the right knee down and untucking the toes. So keep the fingertips down for now as you're pressing the hips to the mat, towards the mat, reaching the chest forward and up and shoulders away from the ears. So there's freedom and space around the neck. Breathe. And now let's come up, stacking the hands on the left thigh, still pressing the hips down. So remember, you can stay in any expression, any variation of this pose. Now, if you wish, you can tuck the right toes and lift the right knee. If that works for you this morning, maybe finding comfortable and helpful arm positioning. Okay, let's relax the arms. And now place your right foot for warrior 1. So the feet are standing on a railroad track. So laterally there's distance, right? Warrior 1. Again, wherever you want to place your arms, even if you want to let your arms rest a little bit right here is fine. And now about 4 breaths in the archer pose. Bring the arms forward and then bring that right arm back. You're holding a bow, looking at the thumb of your left hand. One more breath. Good, and then release the arms and step the right foot forward and fold over the legs. Bending the knees as much as you need to. And now prepare for coming up. So firmly press the feet into the ground. Make sure you're not rolling onto the inside edges of the feet or outside edges. And then on the inhalation, come up. And exhale, bring the arms down. All right. Now take a wide-legged stance facing the long side of your mat. The feet are parallel. Hands on the hips. Okay, let's start on the left side. So we're preparing for triangle. So turn your left foot out, hands on the hips. And now if your balance is okay right now, I'm gonna invite you to close your eyes and find your pelvis. Just be aware of your pelvis in space. Okay, now lightly engage the lower abdominals and engage the root lock. So pull up the perineum floor lightly. Okay, good. And now, without changing your leg positioning, fold your torso towards your left leg like this. Release the arms. Good. And now bring your left hand on the inside of the left leg. And from here, open up into your triangle pose. Like this. It's not important how low you go here. Just what's important is that you keep the chest open so that there's a little bit of a twist in the spine here. So the chest is twisting towards the ceiling, towards the sky, right? And now see maybe if you wanna play with your arms, you can bring both arms forward, you can bring the top arm over the head. So find what you wanna do, or even place the hand on the lower back. So once you found your triangle, let's focus on the breath. Good, prepare for coming up. So bend that left knee slightly, push into the left foot, and bring yourself up and parallel the feet. Just a moment here in the center, in the symmetrical position. Breathe, check in with your breath. Good. And now let's go to the other side. So taking your right foot out, so the right toes are facing the short side of the mat, and your left and right feet are lined up, either heel to heel or heel to arch. Right, hands on the hips. Okay, become aware of the position of your pelvis. Engage the core. Lightly engage the abs. Lift up the perineum floor. Okay, and then from here, turn towards your right leg. And then on the exhalation, fold over the right leg. You can bring your fingertips down or keep the hands on the sides. Breathe. Good. And now from here, from the ground up, let's come into triangle. Bring both hands on the inside of the right leg. So check on your right knee so you're not overextending the right knee. And then on the inhalation, start unfolding into your triangle. So I used my left arm to it's like I was dragging it up, up, up. Because in my mind, that helped me to unfold, to open up. You can do whatever you wish here, whatever is helpful for you. to feel that openness. And then you can find whatever you're doing with your top arm and the bottom arm, maybe even here. And let's take about 4 breaths. Remember, you can come out of the pose at any moment. And also, as far as the head goes, you can also find any comfortable position for the head, depending on your neck. Okay, prepare for coming up. So bend that right knee, push into the foot, and from there, come up and parallel the feet. Okay. Let's rest in the wide-legged forward fold. Hands on the hips. Now inhale, reach the chest up, bring the shoulders back. And then on the exhalation, sending the hips back and reaching the chest forward. Start slowly folding right in the middle here. And then pause halfway down, pause. Bend the knees as needed. Abs in, perineum floor is engaged. And then when you're ready, continue folding down, bring your hands to wherever you want them. You can support yourself right underneath the face. You can hold on to your ankles, to your big toes. Breathe. Okay. Push into your hands. So bring the hands on the floor underneath you, under the face, and come up, come up. Soften the knees. Okay. So, and here we're going to do a couple of cat-cow spine. So inhale, arch the back. You're not going to go very far with this here. Okay. And then exhale, round the back. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Again, inhale, arch the back, lift the chin. Exhale, round the back. Squeeze the abs, tuck the tailbone. Again. Okay, good. And then relax and allow yourself to fold and see if maybe your body will allow you to fold a little bit deeper. Okay. Come up about halfway and then walk your hands over to whatever side of the mat you wish and step back into downward facing dog, or alternatively tabletop. So on all fours or downward dog. Let's take 4 deep, slow breaths wherever you are. Okay. And from here, we will be coming to pigeon with the right leg forward, right knee forward. So if you're on your knees, take your knee forward, right knee forward. If you're in down dog, you can come down to your knees, or immediately take your right knee forward. So right knee to the right side of the mat, right foot to the left side of the mat, and support yourself with your arms. So drop the hips down. Now watch for the distance for your hips and the floor. So try to have your hips at the same distance away from the floor, so you're not leaning to either side. And if this works for you, please stay upright like this, pressing the hips down. There's a little bit of a back bend here, but if this is really uncomfortable for you, feel free to lower down either onto the elbows or all the way. So let's take about 4 breaths here, wherever you are. And then come back into your downward facing dog or tabletop. Breathe. And taking your left knee forward for pigeon on the other side. So left knee to the left side, left foot to the right side. And then there's a really good way to elongate the back leg if you wish. You can tuck the right toes and then kind of like walk your leg back a little bit. Okay. So staying upright, supporting yourself on the arms if this works for you, or if it's too much pinching in the lower back or some other discomfort, you can lower down on the elbows or all the way down. And then find your breath and 4 deep, slow breaths. Good. And then from here, again, either come back into your downward facing dog or tabletop with the neutral spine, knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, abdominals engaged lightly. Okay, 4 breaths here. You can actually push back into child's pose if you wish. So you have 3 choices: down dog, child's, or tabletop. 4 breaths. Good. And now from wherever you are, if you're in down dog, bring the knees down to the mat and then come to seated position with the knees bent and supporting yourself with your hands in the back. So keep the feet about shoulder distance apart. And now we're going to windshield wiper the knees with the breath. So take an inhalation here. And then on the exhalation, slowly bring the knees down to one side. Inhale back up. Exhale slowly to the other side. So breath aligned movement. For the duration of the exhalation, you're lowering the knees. For the duration of the inhalation, you're bringing the knees back up. Okay, and then the next time your knees are to the right and feet to the left, leave them there. You can adjust your lower body. So your legs are right foot into the left thigh. If this is too much torque on your knee, you can do any kind, you can do just a simple seated twist with legs crossed or something like that. Okay. Right. Inhale, elongate, and then on the exhalation, twist to the right, bring both hands to your right side, keeping the spine extended. Do not collapse here. Keep the spine extended, and we're going to stay upright here. 4 breaths. Next inhalation, coming to center. And then switch the legs, knees to the left, feet to the right. Inhaling, long torso, exhaling, twisting to the left. Staying upright. Breathe. And on the next inhalation, come back to center. And extend the legs in front and shake them off. Okay. Head to knee. So the right leg stays extended in front. Bend your left knee and then let it drop open. Your left foot is either into the groin, if that's available to you, or maybe lower down the leg. And the right toes stay pointing up to the sky. Okay, let's pivot a little bit so the center of the chest is facing the right leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then on the exhalation, tilt the pelvis. Keep the back straight. Start folding over the right leg, staying long, 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 and then release your hands wherever they fall. Maybe you're holding on to your foot, maybe they're just resting on both sides of the leg. Then on the next inhalation, come up. And let's switch sides. Extend the left leg. Bend the right knee. Let it drop open. Now, inhale, elongate. Reach the crown of the head up. The left toes are pointing up, remember? So the left leg is engaged. Now, pivot to face the center chest, facing the left leg. And then next inhalation, reach the arms up. And on the exhalation, tilting the pelvis, fold over the left leg. About 4 breaths. And on the next inhalation, come up. And let's open the legs a little bit wider, but not to the, not as far as you can take your legs. So far apart, but not to the degree that you're fighting it. Okay. All right. So both toes are pointing up. Now turn to face your left leg. Mhm. And then lean sideways towards your right leg. So your right elbow can go on top of the right leg or on the inside, maybe holding on to your toes, and the front of the body is open. Your left sit bone is trying to come up. Let it. It's perfectly fine. So, and your left hand is on the lower back. Don't hang the head. Keep the chin in line with the sternum, the back of the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Keep pushing that left shoulder back. And now I'm going to give you some suggestions, but you judge for yourself. So with your left arm, see what you can do with your left arm that will help the freedom of the breath here, that will deepen the breath and make it a little bit less strenuous. So you can try different variations, or maybe you find that keeping the hand down is conducive to that. Good. And then on the next inhalation, we're coming up. Okay, let's take a breath or two here in the symmetrical position. Okay, and then turn so you're facing your right leg. Don't forget that both legs are active by pointing the toes up. So face the right leg and then lean sideways over that left leg and place your left arm on top on the inside. And the side is going to be different than the first one. Let's start with the hand on the lower back. Keep pushing that right shoulder back. Head is neutral. Okay, and now you can see what you want to do with your right arm. Maybe opening the chest, maybe bringing it over the head. And once you found your pose, take about 4 breaths. And now notice the sensation of breath in your nostrils. Okay, next inhalation coming up. Good. And let's bring the knees together and hug your knees into the chest. Just squeeze yourself together. Eyes to chest. Okay, good. And now sit comfortably cross-legged. You can sit on your block, you can sit on a blanket if you want to elevate yourself, if this is really uncomfortable for you. Okay, hands on the knees. And let's do a few cat-cow spine movements here, seated. So inhaling, reaching the chest up, arching the back, slightly lifting the chin. Exhaling, rounding the back, tuck the chin in, and do a few more repetitions on your own, at your own pace, with your own breath. And you can let yourself rock on the sit bones. Okay, and finish. Okay, uncross your legs. Bring the feet in front of you and make sure you have enough room in the back of your mat, and then lie down for bridge. Okay, bring your ankles underneath the knees. So your knees and your feet are about hip distance apart. And if you have a block, you can grab your block and place it in between the thighs. Just make sure it's not in between the knees, in between the thighs, either on the narrowest width or the next one, the medium one, wherever it's more comfortable for you. Okay, arms down. And then on the inhalation, lift the pelvis, squeeze the block if you have it, and roll the arms over the head. And then on the exhalation, lower everything down at the same time. 4 more times like that. Okay, and this time, when you come up into your bridge, you're staying there. So squeeze the buttocks towards the knees, firmly press the feet into the ground. You can have your arms over the head if that's comfortable for you, or you can bring the arms down and firmly press the arms into the floor. That will lift you up a little bit more. 4 breaths. And slowly lower down. Okay, bring the knees into the chest. Lightly, don't press the knees into the chest for now. Just releasing the lower back in a more gentle way. Okay, and then roll over onto your left side with the knees bent and the arms stacked in front of you like this. Okay, and now we're gonna come into our supine spinal twist. Bringing on the inhalation, you will make a big semicircle with your right arm over the head. So wait for the next inhalation and then start bringing your right arm over the head like that. And then all the way down. So the arms are open, the chest is open to the sky. If your right shoulder reaches the floor, that's fine. If not, that's also fine. And if you want to turn your head to the right, you can, or not. And relax here. Find your breath again. Relax the abdominals. And come back onto your first side, onto your left side, and then you need to transition to the other side. So with the knees bent in any way, I'm turning around so because of the camera, but you don't have to. Okay. So we're starting on the right side, arms stacked in front. And then on the next inhalation, you're gonna take your left arm through the big semicircle over the head, and then let your left arm rest behind you. Left shoulder is either down on the ground or hanging, which is fine here. And then relax and breathe. Okay. And then from here, come lie down on your back. So adjust yourself, and you're gonna need something for under your pelvis here. If you have a block will do, or maybe a bolster, or maybe even like a couple of pillows or blanket. I'm gonna use this meditation cushion instead of the block here. Okay. So when you're ready, take your support, or if you don't have anything, that's fine too. You can do it without support, and place it under your lower back. So your pelvis is slightly elevated. Okay. All right. Now let's extend. Remember, you can do this without support. Extend your left leg away from you and hug your right knee into the chest. For some, this might be too much of a stretch. So feel free to bend your left knee as needed. And now pull the legs away from each other. Breathe. Okay. And switch legs. Same thing, find the position of the legs that works for you. Right knee either bent or right leg straight, pressing the left knee into the chest and pulling the legs away from each other. And remember, do not strive. Like I feel I'm pulling that left knee pretty strongly into the chest, but I'm not fighting anything. I'm not striving. So find that effortless effort. Okay, and then bring both feet onto the mat. The knees are bent. And now take that, if you have support under your lower back, take it out. So your back is flat on the floor. And then when you're ready, pull the knees into the chest. You can keep the back and the head down, the shoulders, or you can choose to lift the upper body and squeeze yourself into this tiny little package. And release. Release everything down. Let's do one more thing before we take our relaxation. So bring the knees into tabletop so the shins are parallel to the ceiling, right? And we're gonna make knee circles here. You can make them as large or as small as you wish. So you're rolling your pelvis on the ground like a bowl. And then reverse the direction. Okay, and then finish. Bring the feet down. And if there's anything else that your body needs, you can, you have a moment or two to complete your practice if you want to do another stretch or another twist or something like that. But then, and then start preparing yourself for the relaxation. So if that's available to you, please take your relaxation in your Shavasana, flat on the mat with the legs extended away from you, from the core, and the arms down along your sides, away from the body with the palms up. You can have support under your knees and under your head and neck. And also make sure that you're warm enough. Your body is going to start losing heat pretty rapidly. You try to make yourself comfortable, but still on a firm surface. And I will take you through a few minutes of relaxation. And then we'll finish with a few rounds of Nadi Shodhanam, that the alternate nostril breathing for balancing the nervous system and so on. Okay. So rest comfortably on your back. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your body. So feel your body symmetrically lying on the ground. So your arms and legs are symmetrically arranged. Now bring your awareness to the crown of the head. And now the center forehead. The area between the eyebrows. The nostrils. The shoulders. Feel your shoulders softening and broadening. Arms relaxing. The collarbones broadening. The sternum lifting ever so slightly. And now become aware of your breathing. Feel your breath unfolding from the center of the body, the navel center. Feel your side ribs opening with the inhalation. Now let go of any subtle tension that may be in the way of the breath, so that your breath is full and easy. Let your inhalation and exhalation flow smoothly into each other. There is no pause between the breaths. It flows continuously and smoothly in and out of the body. There is a smooth circular flow. As you are becoming more relaxed, your breath becomes deeper, more subtle, as the mind begins to rest and the body relaxes. Now feel the touch of breath in your nostrils. And now be aware of the breath just in the right nostril, as if you're breathing just through the right nostril. And now switch your awareness to the left nostril and breathe as if you're breathing just through the left nostril. And now in your mind, let those two flows of air become one, as if your two nostrils are one nostril. Relax, breathe. And now from the nostrils, move your awareness to the inner corners of the eyes with the next inhalation. Exhale here. Next inhalation, bring your awareness to center forehead. Exhale here. And with your next inhalation, bring your awareness to the crown of the head. And exhale here. And now let go of any effort and let yourself breathe naturally. And now from here, become aware of the space, of the inner space of your body. Become aware of your whole body. Become aware of the space that your body occupies in the room. Taking your awareness to the outside of the body now. Soften everything. Soften your mind, soften your breath, soften your body. All right. So now we're going to start to come out of the relaxation. Take a deeper breath. And then start waking yourself up by moving your fingers and toes. And then when you're ready, bend your knees and roll over to one side and just pause there for a moment, just for a breath or two. Just still maintaining that inner focus. And again, when you're ready, keep that awareness inward. Come up to a comfortable seated position for our alternate nostril breathing. Okay, so if you want to use the traditional gesture, use whatever hand that works for you, but fold your index and middle finger to the palm and then leave the other fingers open. So you will use your ring finger and the thumb to open and close the nostrils. So, okay, so make sure your upper body is in the proper alignment, shoulders over the hips, abdominals lightly in, shoulders down, head is balanced. Right? Okay, let's take a deep inhalation through both nostrils. I will guide you through it. So both deep inhalation through both nostrils. And then close the right one, slowly exhale through the left. Inhale left. And switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Inhale left. And switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. And now inhale through both nostrils. And two more deep, slow breaths through both nostrils. Okay. Let's bring the hands to the chest, to Anjali Mudra. Finishing our practice with one Om and the peace invocation. So on the next exhalation, please. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you everyone for practicing with me this morning. Stay warm, have a great rest of your day, and hope to see you on Saturday at 9:30. And meanwhile, practice with the videos on Tara Yoga Online, or there are also links to the YouTube channel. So if you're interested in the links to the YouTube channel and whatever is there, let me know. That I need to provide you with links to get there.